Guys, I think it's just fascinating the way the rule changes in the CFL have changed everything. I mean, here we have a two-point conversion, something that quarterbacks didn't ever have to do before, and now it's automatic for the Redblacks. Now in the first quarter, they go for two. And how about the pass interference? They should have challenged that first pass interference. I was talking to Trevor Harris on the sideline. We both agreed. The first one was actually PI, but then they got the second PI challenge successfully so, which resulted in a touchdown.
Thanks, Jock. Chandler Worthy on the return. Worthy, another former NFLer, played his college ball at Troy, and first year with the Argos. Yeah, we know you were concurring as well. Probably a good chance to challenge that first one for PI, and it worked out for the Redblacks. So now Ricky Ray's got work to do here. Down 8. Quick hitter, near sideline. There's DeVere Posey, the guy who took Deontay Spencer's spot and his number.
Yeah, DeVere Posey, a guy who's been a bit of a pleasant surprise here in his second season with the Argos, but first full season, and has really benefited from the opportunity to go through a full training camp and really get to know the offense. We have a chance to understand some of the nuances of the Canadian game after coming in at mid-season last year when there was a bit of turmoil.
Comes into this week, leading passer, receiver in the CFL. Ricky Ray's in trouble, and he's going down. He's sacked. Zach Evans as his first sack of the new season.
The big defensive tackle, Regina native. Gonna go to work from his defensive tackle spot.
Looks on Tyler
nice rip
Holmes.
move to get through, coming from the other side of Sorry working against Corey Watman.
It's a bouncing ball on the punt. Oh, and a fumbled football, and the Argos may have this. There's a penalty flag down, a 55-yard kick.
Flag for.
Anthony Woodson's flexing his muscles down there. There it is, and the pile driver, that's Robert Woodson down there. Maybe a fumble. We'll find out when we come back.
My laptop has the nastiest virus and I'm terrified.
Yeah, that is scary. You know, an iPad Pro doesn't get PC viruses, so relax. There's nothing to be afraid of. Except ghosts!
For 53 years, Tim's has been part of what makes Canada, Canada. So we're celebrating Canada's 150th with a special limited edition Roll Up the Rim. With millions of coffee and food prizes, Tim cards, and 10 ultimate Canadian vacations. Happy 150th, Canada.
If you stash tissues like a squirrel stashes nuts, you may be muddling through allergies. Get quick, easy relief with extra strength Reactin. It can start to work on your worst allergy symptoms in just 20 minutes. Fast. Reactin. Muddle no more.
When you're printing personal things at work and you have to run to the printer before anyone else does.
Don't print. With iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, you can just sign and send off that secret new job offer.
What new job? I'm not looking for a new job. I'm very happy here.
Unnecessary roughness call goes against the Toronto Argonauts. It remains Ottawa Redblacks football.
Another penalty tonight for the Toronto Argos. That's now 6. And it was James Wilder who was penalized. The running back on special teams takes away the recovery.
And the penalties at this point. 7 penalties already for the Toronto Argonauts, costing them 56 yards. Ottawa yet to record a penalty in this ballgame.
Ticking down to 5:11 left in the opening quarter in Ottawa tonight. Redblacks football again, 1st and 10 from the 50. Those in their whites tonight. And breaking free here. Moses Madu with a big rumble up near the 37-yard line. Looks like they're going to spot it a little bit less than that. Just outside the 44 and a 16-yard scamper.
Yeah, nice patience here by Moses Madu. One dance move to the right, and he gets it north-south in a hurry through the hole.
Redblacks domination so far, but the Argos issue has not been the guys in the red and black uniforms. It's been those orange penalty flags. Way too many so far. Trevor Harris back in the shotgun, and a whistle and a flag.
Time count violation. Ottawa, number 7. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Time count. Play clock had ticked down to 0. Sun again beating down to the sidelines, making it very difficult for the coaching staff for Ottawa to see the formation right now. First and 15 from the Toronto 50. Little dump pass to Madu once more. Moses Madu down near the 40-yard line. It's going to be second and about 5 yards to go now after pickup of almost 10.
A good play call there for the Ottawa Redblacks, knowing in that long yardage situation that the Argos front is going to have their ears pinned back, getting up the field on the pass rush. Just work that screen against them to go the other way.
Harris back to pass on second down. Crossing pattern. And not getting to that first down marker once more. And that's Deontay Spencer. And chatting with him yesterday, he was champing at the bit for this game against his old mates.
Excited, certainly, despite all the change in that Toronto roster, to play against some of his former teammates. A little friendly trash talk back and forth through the week.
So short, and it's a third down play here. Ryan Lindley will easily get that. Plunges forward on the sneak, so they'll keep it going again. 8-point lead, 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
The Redblacks right side of that offensive line. Got a great push. Right guard Alex Mateus tackle Jason Lauzon-Seguin about 3 or 4 yards downfield. Here you'll get another look at those big boys. Just want to make it easy for the guy holding the ball in that situation. Don't want their quarterback to get too stressed out.
Trevor Harris again wearing the glove for the second game on his throwing hand. Back to pass, play action. Under pressure now, and he's getting dropped. And Harris gets sacked for the first time tonight. Good pressure from the Argos this time. Drive the Redblacks back to their 40-yard line.
Argos bringing 5 on this one with the middle linebacker, Bear Woods. Looping around the edge. He's the first one to make contact. Slow up Trevor Harris.
Leon Lang and Victor Butler supply the finishing touch. Big down here for the Argos defense. Second and 16. Harris fires, and losing his bucket is Greg Ellingson, but hanging on to the football. But will be short of a first down by about 8 yards.
Yeah, so tough to recover on a drive. You know, the numbers bear it out. Anytime you take a penalty or give up a sack, it's so hard to overcome.
Speaking of bearing it out, there's Bear Woods again. Ellingson didn't like the hit. Maher back on the field to take the hold from the 36. Brett Maher, perfect so far in 2017, now 8 for 8. 11-0 Redblacks with a minute to go in the opening frame. Let's go to the sideline. Here's Matthew Shinetti.
Rod, that 11-0 scoreline is going to have to get better for Toronto, and the only way you do that is move the ball downfield. There was a lot of work this week in practice maintaining the football and getting some yak yards, specifically on Thursday when receivers coach Tommy Campbell was working with Amonte Edwards and DeVere Posey and Jeff Fuller, hanging on to the football, progressively going downfield, especially around the score zone. Now, Coach Condell said it's all about depth and timing, and things get to and look a little different as you're going down the field, so we want to encourage the receivers. And then what S.J. Green do on the other end of the field, had a shoot-top catch in the end zone. Guys?
Well, they're going to need a lot of that coming forward here, and Armonte Edwards supplies a first down. Their first first down of the night on a 15-yard pickup.
And this was something with which the Argos had a lot of success against BC. He was hitting Armonte Edwards on that quick slant from his slot position. The defense lays off, and there's a soft spot in the middle. Very effective. Taking advantage of it.
First and 10 again for Ricky Ray. 15th season, and right into the sunshine. And I don't know if Edwards lost that in the sun, but it didn't even look like he could make an effort at that toss. Just the one area of the field enveloped by sun right now.
Get a look at Armonte Edwards' body of work from week 2 against BC. As I said off the top, 10 catches for 131 yards, made particularly impressive by the fact that he was only targeted 10 times, so complete every time they went his way.
Ray. Posey can't come up with it on second down. Jonathan Rose with his third pass knockdown of the season, and again the Argos can't get to the Ottawa side of the field.
Good coverage there from Jonathan Rose, an East Division All-Star at corner last year, sporting a new number. That number 9 in 2017.
Lirim Hairolahu to boot this on the final play of the opening quarter. He angles it, 2 returners this time. And Spencer tripped up and ripped down by Robert Woodson. That is the first quarter, dominated by the home side. The Argos' first road game of the season, not so good so far. 11-0 Redblacks. Saturday Night Football, game 1 of our doubleheader on TSN tonight. Season between Ottawa and Toronto, who have played notoriously close games in the past. This one not so close so far. And yesterday we chatted with Rick Campbell, head coach of the Redblacks, talked about, you know, some of the self-inflicted wounds they had last week in Calgary and their loss to the Stampeders. The reverse could be said right now, those self-inflicted things going on for the Toronto Argonauts.
Yeah, absolutely. Basic assignment errors, and obviously the one that stands out at this point is penalties. You look right now, Ottawa is leading in terms of time of possession with over 10.5 minutes of possession in the first quarter, leaving the Argos under 5 minutes. But the biggest issue for Toronto so far has been penalties. Absolutely killing themselves, putting themselves in a huge hole in this ball game. And as Rick Campbell suggested, those things can be the difference in a close game.
So now the Redblacks take over here. Start of the second quarter, another penalty flag, and this might be the first one against Ottawa.
Ottawa, number 81. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
So longer field this time. Spot it back near the 12-yard line. Patrick Lavoie making his way off the field. A substitution in for Ottawa. Trevor Harris, who last week said he couldn't grip the football before that game in Calgary. Some issues with his forearm and throwing hand, but no issues so far tonight. Far side, Brad Sinopoli slicing his way down for a pickup of 4 yards.
Sinopoli did well to make the first guy miss in tight quarters. And the defender has the advantage in that space of being able to use the sideline as an extra defender, but Sinopoli still slipped through there to improve that field position slightly.
Redblacks just disrupting Toronto's defense, it seems, tonight with the no huddle every single time. Downfield, great catch by Josh Stangby. second season with the Redblacks. Played a game last year, but Stangby has already had some big catches early in this season.
Yeah, he's certainly been impressive in the early going. Talked about him before. Played for Ottawa in college. Ottawa, Kansas, of course, so never part of the Panda game.
Speaking of which, there's a guy who didn't get a chance to play in the annual Panda game. That Carleton coming back, and Brad Sinopoli and Ottawa and Carleton, that annual game here.
Legal interference, blocking down
brings
field.
out everybody.
Ottawa,
Yeah,
number
great
89.
rivalry.
That's a 10-yard penalty. Remains first down.
So the Redblacks getting stung here now by penalties. That play is negated. Bringing it back a long way here. First and 20 for the Redblacks from the 19-yard line. Harris will empty out the backfield. But he runs a screen. It was spied perfectly by the Argos. Bear Woods in on another tackle.
Well, Bear Woods on his way to a second consecutive 100-plus tackle season. Number 48 coming from left to the middle of your screen. Just tracked the back across the formation. Stepped up to make a play.
Corey Chamberlain, former Saskatchewan Rough Rider, Grey Cup winning coach. Now the defensive coordinator with the Argos. Harris going deep for Ellingson. High point catch, bringing it down in Toronto territory. Big play.
This is classic Greg Ellingson. Going up, as you said, to get that ball at his highest possible point over top of the defender. It's Matt Webster out on the field corner. Well positioned, but Ellingson outreaches him.
38-yard pickup. First and 10, just inside Argo territory. And false start here.
Procedure. Ottawa, number 81. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
First down again. 15. Argos and the Redblacks both came into this week with 7 30-plus catches, big plays each. Both offenses doing a number in the early season. And Ellingson adding to that tally. The Redblacks starting to catch up in the penalty department. Harris keeps it on the ground on first down. You can get it almost to the initial line of scrimmage for Moses Madu. Let's go down to Jock.
Guys, I'm standing right where Greg Ellingson made that catch, and I am staring directly into the sun. And this is something the young receivers have to understand about playing the position. There are going to be times when that ball will disappear, but it will always reappear out of that sun. And Ellingson did a fabulous job of focusing and waiting for that ball to come back into view and make the catch.
John Climbing going to make a lot of catches. Sun on. And almost a pick. And that would have gone a long way, maybe back to the house for Cassius Vaughn. A knockdown and the drive stalls, and Brett Maher will punt this away. And this time, this drive, penalties hurt the Redblacks.
And on that play, great anticipation by Cassius Vaughn. We saw earlier Brad Sinopoli sort of leverage the defender with an inside move and break out. That time, Vaughn sat on the inside all the way and beat the receiver to the spot.
What a great kick by Maher. Chandler Worthy. Long field here for the Argos. He's down at the 4-yard line on a 55-yard boot from the former Nebraska Cornhusker. Best catch of the ball game so far. Greg Ellingson, he says that in a lot of ball games. Sure-handed, durable receiver. One of the Redblack stars. They lead 11.
I'm not sure what instructions Chandler Chandler Worthy was given from the sidelines before he went out for that punt return. But this, to me, is a rookie mistake. First-year returner. He's got to understand when that ball is going to land inside the 10, certainly inside the 5-yard line. At this stage of the football game, let it bounce into the end zone. Give up the single point and take the field position. Down 11-0 at this stage of the game. Go down 12-0, but don't leave yourself with your back against the wall, snapping the ball from your foot.
The danger was he almost went back in the end zone again. That would have been a safety. Ricky Ray just 3 of 6 for 28 yards. Ferocious Red-Black defense right now. Another knockdown. Jarrell Gavins hovering like a vulture. Snuffs that play away.
Oh, Jarrell Gavins, longest serving members of these Red Blacks. A week 1 starter back in 2014. Nice play, step in front of S.J. Green on that one.
Argos absolutely stymied here. Ray's going to go deep. He has his man. It's a big first down. The Argos' biggest play of the game, and who else but S.J. Green.
This is why you get veteran guys like S.J. Green. Ricky Ray calm under pressure as he's launching this one from his own end zone, arms up in his face. S.J. Green on the tail end of that corner route. Gets the feet down inbounds. Huge pickup for the Toronto Argonauts.
28-yard gain. Match the total that Ray had accumulated all game so far. And Deontay Spencer, make that DeVere Posey, sorry, who makes that catch. And let's go down to Jock.
Guys, I'm talking to the Mark Nelson, defensive coordinator for the Ottawa Redblacks before the football game. He knows very well that Ricky Ray's Achilles heel historically has been throwing against zone. We saw it last week against the BC Lions. Now, Ricky Ray ate up the Hamilton Terracats and saw a lot of man-to-man. But in order to be effective in zone, you need pressure with 4-man and 5-man rush. This is what's going to be interesting to watch for the rest of this football game in a chess match. 4 or 5-man pressure, zone defense.
Some of the pressure, a running play though, and Brandon Whitaker's first touch. Bursts through and has a first down. And right into Red-Black territory. Their 54-yard line.
Yeah, well-timed play call after a couple of completed passes. Get that defense off balance a little bit with the unexpected run. Great job by Tyler Holmes getting to second level, blocking up the linebacker. Brandon Whitaker, first down run.
Whitaker, who played with Mark Trestman, of course, in Montreal, the former Baylor Bear. First time the Argos have been on the Red-Black side of the field, and not this time. Zach Evans stops Brandon Whitaker. Maybe a loss of a half yard.
Offensive coordinator for these Toronto Argonauts, former CFL quarterback.
Second down conversion for the Argos, operating at about 42% on the season. Redblacks at 50. Season is early though. 4-man rush. Ray now fires on the far side. And Anthony Coombs has his first catch. And looks like he's going to get it to about the 45-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 46, so that's about a 3-yard difference from the first down marker, so they're 3-yard shot.
Coombs was the 4th receiver to release to that side, and the other 3 clear things out, and he just ran the flat.
And look at this.
Yeah, aggressive call here for the Argos to go for it.
It says 3rd and 2, but it's more like 3 here. Ricky Ray's throwing out of the backfield. What a catch by Brandon Whitaker. This is going to depend on the spot, and I don't think they got it. No, not by this spot. Whitaker made a great catch. But once again, the Redblacks D comes up huge. 3rd down, aggressive gamble by the Argos. Fails. It's Ottawa football. Khalil Bass reels him in.